Look at the glow. Look at the glow. Oh, this is a great plant. This is such a good plant, people. Everybody needs some of these. There's no reason not to have the tree fern, the Tasmanian tree fern. It's also known as the New Zealand tree fern, but it's actually native to Australia. So, yeah. Anyway, go figure. But here's another smaller one over here. They can vary in size. This one's probably only about 5 feet across. This one over here is probably more like 9 feet across. Big giant head. Maybe it gets more water. That looks like it's in the sun more. That could explain that. We have a little bit of protection from the fence. And people ask me, can you grow these things in full sun? Well, that looks like full sun to me, more or less. You do have a little bit of afternoon shade from this tubushina and some other various, looks like an apricot tree. But it does take quite a bit of sun. Now, it depends where you are as well, and I'll tell you where I am, and you can get an idea of where I am. And this is a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. I'm going to show you one of the most beautiful pieces of real estate in all of Northern California, and then you'll get an idea of where I am, what the climate's like here, to give you some reference as to why that one is doing so well in full sun. There's some of the most beautiful real estate in the entire world right there. You know what that is? That's San Quentin. It's a beautiful Mediterranean style building right on the bay. I don't know why they put it there. Should have been in the middle of Nevada. All the bad dudes are there. All the worst ones, the worst of the bunch, they're there. But anyway, because I'm right on the bay here in Corte Madera, you have this real wonderful climate, mild climate, that allows you to plant things in full sun that would ordinarily cook and die inland where it's much more hot. But back to this plant. It's hardy to 22, 23 degrees. So it's one of these subtropical looking plants that's just strangely hardy. And that's why it should be used kind of everywhere. You can grow this thing all the way up into British Columbia, Oregon, Washington, you know, places in the UK that are really mild. So, you know, consider that. Now, what's interesting too, if you get really, really desperate for food, you can go in there on the top of that trunk, cut off all these fronds, you get in there and dig out the heart of this thing. The Aboriginals would like bake that thing and eat it. But I think it's better just to leave it in your garden. It's so much prettier to have there as a live tree than just a piece of starch in your oven. You can always, you know, go down to the store and buy some stuff pretty cheap. You don't have to don't eat your tree fern, even though you can. Don't do it. But I think that these trees, these will get big. These are long lasting trees. They can last 200, 300, 400 years. It's really hard to tell because no one can really date them. And they're going to want, ideally they like some shade, but like I said, they can handle the sun. The reason they can handle the sun is oftentimes these big giant trees in the forest will fall over. There'll be a big gap in the canopy, like here. Imagine there used to be a big tree here, fell out of the way, and then there's full blasting sun on these plants. So they're adapted to handle that. The heads will get smaller. They won't look as pretty, but they'll be patiently waiting for another tree to grow above them. But these things can grow to like, 25, 30 feet. And not to be confused with the Australian tree fern. This is Dicksonia antarctica. The Australian tree fern is Cyathea cooperi. It's also called Alsophylla australis. They keep changing the names. Maybe there's a new one since then. I don't know. But anyway, we always have this one available at our nursery in Richmond. I didn't know these were here. All I knew was there was a hole waiting for me to plant a Trachycarpus, which is going to be a beautiful companion plant to these tree ferns. This is also a strangely crazy cold hardy plant. This is hardy to like 15 degrees or so. You can grow this in really cold environments. But this is going to be a really nice combination right here. I will give you a quick little video once I'm done to see how beautiful it is. It's going to occupy this space right here. I'll see you then. Beautiful tree. Okay, are you ready for the big reveal? 1, 2, 3. Look how beautiful that is. Nice. What a combo. All right, so you have your vertical, tall-growing Trachycarpus fortunii, the windmill palm from China, the Himalayas, and then you've got your Dicksonia antarctica, not in Antarctica, but close to it, down there in Australia, and I would surmise New Zealand as well. What a great combo. You have like a lighter green from the tree ferns. You have a darker green from the windmill palm. You have a fan-shaped, when I say fan, or a palmate-shaped frond of the Trachycarpus. You have a feather shape of the tree fern. So they go really well together. And that's pretty much the end of the video. And I am on my way to create some more paradise, hopefully for you someday. All right, see ya.